welcome to the Chainsaw Channel. I'm Aaron the Arborist, and there's one thing that I was totally torn about when I wanted to be an arborist, and that was, what do I need? I spent probably hours on the internet just trying to figure out what I need to climb a tree, right? Because that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to climb a tree. Like, who doesn't? So anyway, I have a bunch of stuff with me here, and I'm just going to give you the very basic. I'm not going to do a review. This isn't a review. It's not an unboxing. It's just the very basic, what you need and what these things are called to climb a tree. So the first most important thing that you need, you'll want a climbing helmet. So this is called a Protos Fanner climbing helmet, and the first thing you're probably wondering is cool stickers. Yes, I got them at arborealcustoms.com. I'll leave the link for those. I'll leave the link for that in the description. But you want a helmet, but not just any helmet. You want a helmet that's got straps on it that clip underneath your chin, because if you don't have straps on your helmet and you're up at the top of a tree and your helmet falls off, that's very bad. Because, you know, I also make TikTok videos, and there was actually surprisingly a fair amount of people in the comment section saying, wearing a helmet, like, what? You wear a helmet? Like, and I don't know if they were joking. They must have been joking, because climbing a tree, doing any tree work without a helmet is suicide. I'm serious. It is actually, not only is it the most dangerous job on the planet, but not wearing a helmet is just ridiculous. So you want to get a helmet that can clip underneath your chin and all that fancy stuff. You don't have to, but even just hitting the like button for me would help me push out my videos, and my mission for these videos is just to teach people and help them learn and provide some entertainment. So, you know, it really wouldn't hurt if you hit the like. I also want to point out that I also have other social media platforms for the Chainsaw Channel, which is Facebook, YouTube, which you're watching this on, and TikTok and Instagram. And they're all connected on my Linktree, so if you want to explore those, you can go down in the description to my Linktree. So this is a Tree Motion OG Tuffelberger harness. This is it's the best harness that you can buy. It's amazing. It's very comfortable, and this is very different than a rock climbing harness. You cannot use a rock climbing harness to climb a tree. Now, that's actually not totally true. You can use a rock climbing harness to climb a tree, but that's all you can do. You can climb the tree, but you can't, like, if you see here, it's got all these different attachment points, and these are for your lanyard, for when you're spurring. So there's so many different options this has, because you can't attach a chainsaw to a rock climbing harness. So anyway, this is an Arborist saddle, and this is what you're gonna need to climb a tree. Secondly, you're gonna want some rock climbing rope. So this is not rock climbing rope. You don't want rock climbing rope. I can't believe I said that. You want Arborist rope. So this is a tree climbing rope, and the brand on this is Samson. I love Samson ropes, and I have two Samson ropes. I have a lower end, and then this is a higher end. This one's really good for dissipating any heat, anything like that. So you're going to want this. So you're also going to want Carabiners. Now, I guess you could use rock climbing Carabiners for tree climbing, except I wouldn't recommend it, because I think they're actually different, and I'll tell you why. Because these climbing Carabiners have a triple action system to unlock the gate. Like, see, I can't just push that open. I gotta pull it down, I gotta twist it, and then I have to open it, right? And then when it snaps shut, it's shut again. And and this one has the same thing. You pull down, you twist. Oh no, this one's opposite. You push up, you twist. So you're gonna want Carabiners. These are Spurs. I'm actually gonna talk about those last. So another thing that you want, this is called a lanyard. And technically this is actually called a steel core lanyard. And then this is a rope grab. So what happens is if you're up in a tree, okay, a safe tree practice is whenever you take out a saw or a chainsaw, even if you're attached by your rope, you should always be, you take out a lanyard. So now you have 2 attachment points. And how that benefits you is if you're cutting with your chainsaw and you accidentally cut your rope, you're also connected with your lanyard. So this goes around the tree and connects on my lanyard clip on my harness. This rope grab has a carabiner on it and it will also connect. So now that is a point of safety. So you're going to want a lanyard. I would recommend a steel core lanyard because steel core, they can't be cut by a chainsaw, and they're stronger. So the lanyard. You are also going to want some eye-to-eye prussics. So these are simple eye-to-eye prussics, and what they are is it's like a rope, just like your climbing rope, but lighter, so it can't hold as much weight. And then you have 2 eyes on it, and you do your knot, around a climbing rope, and this would be your lifeline. So that's how you would ascend and descend it from the tree. And I want to come back to these spurs here. The spurs. So these bad boys are spurs, and these are for when you see the tree guys or the arborists walking up a tree. That's what these are. These are what they're wearing on their feet. So you can only use spurs on a removal. If you're pruning a tree, you should already know that. If you're a beginner and you're pruning a tree, just stop. Don't prune that tree. And also, don't wear spurs while you're climbing if it's not a removal, because you'll put big holes in the tree and it'll allow bugs and disease and all that stuff to get in the tree, and it damages the bark of the tree and the membrane of the tree, and you really don't want that, because then the tree's just going to die, and then somebody's going to have to pay big money to bring it in there and remove it. So you only wear spurs on removal, and these are just basic spurs. They're pretty heavy, actually. You can actually buy carbon fiber spurs, which is pretty cool, but I mean, the difference in weight is just a couple of pounds. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's like these must weigh about 6 pounds, and carbon fiber spurs weigh practically nothing. The only thing on them that's metal are the buckle clips and the gaffs, and then also the straps are leather. Other than that, they're pretty light. They're pretty cool. And I'm getting off topic. And another thing, a first aid kit. Whenever you go up in the tree, you always bring a first aid kit. If you're recreationally climbing and you don't have a chainsaw or a saw with you, you don't really need to bring a first aid kit. If you're spending hundreds on gear, or if you're spending thousands on gear, and you have the option to buy a first aid kit for $15, and you're like, well, I don't know, it's just extra. You gotta think, what's more important to you? Bleeding out at the top of a tree, or $15 for a first aid kit? So don't jump out on a first aid kit. I have great things planned for this channel, but I'm just sort of waiting for this Canadian spring weather to leave and for the sun to come out, because ideally recording anything outside in this gloomy, wet, rainy weather in Canadian spring is not the most appealing thing. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So thank you for watching this video, and subscribe, like, leave a comment. You don't have to, but even just hitting the like button for me would help me push out my videos, and my mission for these videos is just to teach people and help them learn and provide some entertainment. So, you know, it really wouldn't hurt if you hit the like, and that would be great. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Tune in for more on the Chainsaw Channel, and peace out.